Hi guys, so welcome back to the channel again. So this is the continuation of the previous video I made. I posted a video before it, but this when I post, looking at the thumbnail, you're going to see I'm going to drop the drafting of the body, like the drafting video. I'm going to drop the link down the comment section. Okay, so this, I'm trying to cut the sleeve. If you're just seeing me for the first time, thank you so much for stopping by, and for my return subscribers, I love you all. All right, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you could be notified whenever we post beautiful tutorials like this. So I am cutting my sleeve. We all know how to go about our basic sleeve. I have a video on how to cut your sleeve on my channel. All right, I'm still going to drop a video on how to cut your sleeve on your channel, all right, on my description box. So I'll be dropping a link on how to go about our sleeves too on the description box. All right, so this is my sleeve. You just measure from where you want your flare to start from. Just measure 20 inches down or 21 inches down. Then your flare will start from there. That's your A-line shape will start from there. That's just it for the sleeve. There is nothing much there. So but if you don't want your sleeve to be that long, you know what to do. Mine is very long. My normal sleeve is 27, but the length of this sleeve, I made it 34. Yes, that's the length of the sleeve I made it 34. So I am done cutting my sleeve. This is my two sleeve. These are my two sleeves. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm supposed to use this remaining one to cut the half length of the top, but it wasn't enough, so I'm going to skip this part because I got another fabric. What I used, my chantilly lace, I used 1.5 inch, but I later realized it wasn't enough, so I had to go to the market to get another chantilly lace. So if you're on a bigger side, you want to sew the inner of this dress, you're going to get 2 yards of chantilly lace. All right, so I'm going to be cutting this video here. So on this part, this is the body of our dress. You know, this dress is separate, the inner is separate, the dress itself is separate. All right, that is why I said if you haven't watched the previous video I made or for this tutorial, you have to watch it before coming back to this particular one so you don't get confused. All right, you have to watch that video. So I'll be dropping the link for that on my description box, so you watch the previous video before this one. All right, so you don't get confused. So now this is my facing. This is the facing and the body of our dress, and I've made a rope, like a rope, yeah, whatever you call it, a rope or a strand for it. All right, so that notched area where I notched while I was cutting, I'm going to place my rope there and pin it down. The length of this rope, each one is 15, but later I readjusted. All right, each one is 20. All right, so later I readjusted it. Each one is 20. Later I readjusted it, so I placed the facing on it. So I'm going to sew the side as well, sew the other side. I'm going to leave the down open. All right, I'll be turning it from there. So I'm going to leave keep it separate. I'm also going to bring the back. I will join the facing for the back. I'm going to join the facing for the back just this way. Place it, join, and leave the down open. Do the same thing for the other side. I'm going to place it this way. Sew the up, that's the neckline area, leaving the down open. All right. So after that, the next thing we're going to do, I'm done attaching my rope. This is the front. This is how it looks. Can you see? When you bring it down, my neckline for the front is very deep. If you don't want your neckline for the front to be deep, you know what to do about it. I explained that while I was cutting on my pattern paper, so you really need to see the previous video for this. All right, so you can see the neckline for the back is deeper than the neckline for the front. All right, so I'm going to pin this down now all along. I'm going to be pinning it all along, just the way you see me doing. I'm going to use my pin to pin it all along. I've closed my zipper area. I like closing my zipper area anytime I want to join my bodies. I like closing the zipper area first before joining the sides. You understand? So when looking at it already, you see our dress is already coming out, and the neckline for the back is deep. That's the back is deeper than the front. All right, so after using my pin to secure this, now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be shaping the sides. Like, I'm going to be closing the sides. Do you understand? I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. I'm going to be closing the side. Those area I used my pins to secure, I'm going to be closing it down. But first of all, I'm going to be taking my body measurements. All right. So I'm going to minus the 7 I minus initially, get my bust point, and my waist point is already visible. Looking at it, you're going to see that the curved area is my waistline. You understand? The curved area is my waistline. So after taking my bust, I'm going to take my bust circumference divided by 2. My bust circumference, if I'm going to measure my bust circumference divided by 2, then the remaining allowance I have there, I'm going to use it to stitch it down. I'm also going to measure my waist circumference divided by 2 instead of 4. You're not dividing it by 4 this time. Please pay attention. You divide it by 2. All right, so you divide your bust by 2, divide your waist by 2. Any allowance you have remaining is what you're going to close, like what you're going to stitch down with. Okay, on my waist part I had 4 inches remaining, so I'm going to stitch down to the other side, all right. So the hip part from the waist down is going to be free. It's going to be an A-line curve, but if you want yours to be straight, you're free. Okay, if you want yours to be straight, like a straight cut, you're free to do that. If you want yours to have an A-line shape like mine, you're free to do that. So on this part, I'm going to be joining my rope down there. Can you see? I'm going to be joining my rope down there. So, but later I readjusted the rope. It was too long. After fitting it, I readjusted the rope. So do what works for you. All right, so from the waist part down is going to be free. All right, so I am done shaping it, and I've attached my zipper to it. Can you see? I am done shaping it. This is the front. I will iron it. When I'm done, I'm going to give it a very good press. All right, this is the front. The other side is the back. The neckline for the back is deeper. All right, so as you can see, my dress has an A-line effect. So if you don't want yours to have an A-line effect, it all depends on you. All right, the one on the thumbnail is not straight. It has a little A-line effect, a little, but I made my own A-line visible. So this is my zip. I've attached my zip to it, my zipper to it, and you can see our dress is out already. So if you don't want to wear yours with an inner, your dress is also ready. It's ready. This way, it's ready. All right, so you can decide to wear your dress just like this, and it's totally fine. So now we are done for the dress. We are going to be cutting for the inner. So you know, the other time when I finished cutting my sleeve, I told you guys that I had to cut that part because my fabric was not enough. The chantilly lace I got was not enough, so I had to. This video took me time, like it took me 2 days to make, because I had to stop filming. Then the next day I went to the market to get another chantilly lace, extra 1 yard of chantilly lace. All right, so if you want to make this dress, make sure you have 2 yards of chantilly lace if you're on the bigger side. So I'm going to be cutting the top for this, our normal crop, like normal short top. All right, so I'm going to mark our starting line. This video is going to be fast. From that starting line, I'll take my bust point, take my chest line, my waistline. All right, take my bust point, I'll take my chest line, I'll take then the length of the length I want this top to be. The length I want this top to be is 20 inches, or rather I think I made it 22 inches. So from there, I'm going to take my neck width 3, my neck depth, I'm going to make it 2 as well. My neck depth is 2, my neck width is 2. So I came down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. From that 1 inch, I marked 9 inches for my chest line, and I'm going to reconnect the line, divide what I have there by 2, and come out by half of an inch, then make my armhole curve. All right, this is just our normal crop top. I have a video on how to cut your normal crop top. I'm going to also leave that down the description box. Okay, so I measured my bust circumference divided by 4, and I'm just going to mark it just this way. I measured my waist circumference as well, divided by 4, and I'll reconnect the lines down to the length of this top. So I'm going to cut out now. All right, so this is it for the front. When I'm done cutting the front, I'm going to cut the back. All right, so it's very simple. Cutting of this top is very simple, just the way you cut your normal crop top. All right, divide your bust circumference by 4, divide your waist circumference by 4, add the allowances needed, then you reconnect the lines, and it's as simple as that. So I'm going to place that front on this other piece, and we're going to be cutting for the back. So the back will not be having any zipper allowance. There is no zipper allowance on this. I'm just going to cut it all along. It's going to be the same. Both the neckline area, everything is going to be the same, because you know this dress is going to be having extra band on the neckline area to have that turtleneck effect. I don't know if you understand. I'm going to be adding extra band on the neckline area so that it will have the turtleneck effect. All right, I hope you guys understand. If you don't understand, you can leave your question down the comment section, and I'm going to take it up from I'm going to answer you rather. All right, so this is it. I'm done cutting my top. So the next thing I'm going to do now is we're going to be joining the bodies. But before joining the bodies, I wanted to open up the back, but I changed my mind. I just opened just the neckline area. I just opened from the neckline area down about 6 inches. I just opened it for her neck, so if you want to wear it, it won't be difficult for you to wear. All right, so this is the front. We're going to be attaching it to the back now. So when I place the back, you're going to see how I opened the back, where the opening stopped. Can you see? I just stopped at about 6 inches thereabout, or 5 inches thereabout. So I'm going to be joining the shoulder to shoulder. After joining the shoulder to shoulder, I'm going to join the sides. Sorry guys. After joining the shoulder to shoulder, I'm going to join the sides. All right, I'm just trying to trim out the excesses. So join your shoulder to shoulder, you join your sides. Then on this other side, after attaching the band, I'm going to add a button to it. All right, so this is my sleeve. I've joined my sleeve, so I'm going to join my sleeve. After closing the sides, I'll join my sleeves to it. This is very simple. That is why I'm fast. All right, so if you join your shoulders, you join your sides, then you join your sleeves, and that is it for the top. It's as simple as that. All right, so the next thing we're going to do now, this is it. I'm done joining both the sleeve, the shoulder, the sides. As you can see, it's coming like it came out very, very beautiful. So now I'm going to measure the neckline, my neckline area. So from the back neckline, I'm going to measure all around to the other back neckline. So whatever I have there, I'm going to use it to cut out the band, the extra band I'm going to be adding, that is going to serve as our turtleneck. All right, so I'm going to be using this. What I have here is 2.5. I have it to be 5 inches open wide. Then when I close it, it's going to be 2.5. All right, so the ½ inch is going to be for the joining allowance. So this is the length of my neck area after measuring all around. So I'm just going to cut it out like this. All right, so after cutting, the next thing I'm going to do, I'll trim out the excess I have. After trimming out the excess that I have here, I'm going to close the two sides, leaving the base open. All right, I'm going to close the two sides. All right, so after closing the two sides, I'm going to be attaching this to my neckline area. You see, close the two sides, then you attach, leaving the other side open. You just attach it all around. You place it on your neckline area, front side facing each other, and that is it. So guys, we've come to the end of this tutorial. This is how the dress looks like. So you can rock your dress without the inner. All right, you can rock your dress without the inner. All right, it's totally fine. Okay, so we've come to the end of the tutorial. I would like to know what you think about this tutorial down in the comment section, and if you find this tutorial interesting, if you find it helpful, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please hit on the subscribe button, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you can be seeing more of beautiful tutorials like this. All right, please share my video and leave a comment if necessary. All right, we'll see you on my next video. Bye. But before I go, I'm going to show you a video on, if you don't want to wear the inner, I'm going to show you a video on how you can rock your dress alone without the inner. All right. So guys, this is the dress without the inner. You see, it's still looking very beautiful, so you can do whatever you want to do with your dress. All right, so we've come to the end of this tutorial. See you on my next video. Bye.